It's a big season of reversals and high drama and big dragons, bigger dragons.
On Sunday, the hit show returns for season 3 with its flowchart-worthy cast of characters, the Starks, the Lannisters, the Targaryens, all of them jockeying for the Iron Throne.
Still makes me more clever than you.
For the uninitiated, Game of Thrones is one of the most critically acclaimed and expensive shows on television, exploring a medieval alternate universe where there is some magic and some make-believe.
And that's what's interesting about the show, is that it's not about the magic. It's about power.
We always come back to power. I mean, it's about people who have power desperately trying to cling to it, people who don't have power trying to grab it, and those on the fringes of it who are powerless, who are the kind of the innocent bystanders who get caught up in the melee.
Your Grace.
Yes, my dear?
There is a lot of sex on the show. On my flight out here, I was watching Game of Thrones on my iPad, and I had to turn to the woman next to me and say, if you see anything inappropriate on my iPad, I'm not watching a dirty movie.
I've had the same experience where I'm watching an episode that hasn't even been released yet on a laptop, for editing, on an airplane, and I'm realizing that it's a pretty graphic scene, and I find myself kind of hunching over the laptop so that no one sitting near me.
That doesn't make it better, probably, for whoever's in the next seat.
It probably doesn't. The books are quite sexual and graphic, and in fact, if we included everything from the books, Dan, my partner, and I would be thrown in prison.
Benioff has written novels. His first book, The 25th Hour, was made into a Spike Lee movie, his first big break. But his show, Game of Thrones, is based on the hugely popular series of novels by George R.R. Martin. 5 published so far, probably 2 more to go. Martin is still typing away.
He has expressed concern that the series might overtake how fast he's writing these books.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
We're hoping that George will get there in time, because it's what's best for all of us, obviously. We spent a week with him a few weeks ago in Santa Fe talking about how the series ends, and having these long, wonderful conversations about where all the characters are going, because we want to know, even though some of the stuff won't happen for years to come, it's really important for us to know the direction of the story.
The battle is over. We have won.
The award-winning show is also the winner of this dubious distinction.
We were the most illegally downloaded show in the world, and one episode was illegally downloaded 4.8 million times. If we could just get 99 cents from each of those 4.8 million people, how many more all the scenes that we wanted to have in season 3 that we couldn't have that extra scene with the dragons, or we could have had one more, that big battle scene that we wanted that we couldn't get, we probably could have afforded.
Of course, with its ever-expanding cast of 27 regulars, there's not always a clear-cut choice of whom to root for or root against.
Who is the most evil character on the show?
Joffrey.
Without question.
I think so.
You immediately want to slap him.
You're talking to a king!
And now I've struck a king. Did my hand fall from my wrist?
We actually worry about Jack walking into a bar somewhere and some drunk guy who watches the show and hates Joffrey takes a swing at him for no reason.
The secrets begin to unfurl once again Sunday night, with some of the most shocking moments yet to come. And even Benioff's biggest fan, actress Amanda Peet, has learned the hard way, don't get too attached to any character.
Your wife has confessed to you driving her crazy because she wants to know what's coming up next.
Yes. She'll look over and she'll see a character get killed, and she didn't know that character was going to get killed, and